how it actually works. Unless you want to watch it, because I know I'm trying to remember what I had to do last time to make it work. Sound. Right, that's unmuted. Well, that should work.
You're live now?
Yeah, it's up. Oh, it says round 6 for Tier 1 division. Went from last time. I'll double check.
You've got...
Well, that works.
Yes,
Yeah, I can hear
we're
it.
live. We're live.
It is round 5, but it's been put as round 6 up for Tier 1 for some reason.
Yeah. So, in other words, they made a booger yesterday, and it is round 5.
Oh
tonight.
no, I bet you know what they did.
Counted in the pre-race.
They counted the pre-season.
Yeah.
I just need to edit my title because I realised I got rid of... I put round 5 in but didn't take out round 2 from last time I streamed. Yeah. Right, we're live. Perfect.
Here we go. Alright.
There we go, we're loading in. Welcome back to ERL. We've got a new division, Tier 3. We've gained a few races over the last few days.
Just a few.
Yeah, just a few. One's misfortune is another league game.
Exactly that.
So yeah, we've had to open a new division. So this is technically their first round, but in an effort to stay with the calendar, we're just going from round 5, just to keep it all the same. Yeah, Christopher in the Mercedes. Why is he in Tier 3? He's quite quick. Pretty sure.
Christopher, I'm pretty sure from the top of my head he is in Tier 2 as well. Yes, he is.
I know he's in Tier 2. He's raced in Tier 1 as well.
He is, because we haven't got a full grid yet for Tier 3.
Oh, yes.
12
What we
joined,
call
so
them?
we got a couple of caretaker drivers.
That's it, that's the one.
Christopher is one of them.
I say, because I'm racing in Tier 2 and I've got to have a permanent quali ban.
Yeah, you're crazy fast, and with your
What if I
even faster.
What if I qualify on intermediate?
I don't think the game will even let you select that, to be honest.
I think it does.
Does it?
Yeah, it'll just shout at you, telling you to go back into the pit. You can do it.
I did not think it would allow that, to be honest. There we go. You learn something new every day.
But no, I'm actually a couple of tenths off my pace at the moment with this wheel because it feels so different. Like it's not just the wheel.
Still 2 seconds faster than me. You can't complain.
It's not just the wheel. It's not the fact that it's the wheel. It's because it's a different base.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole base will be different.
The base, the force feedback, and the Vin Porsche weaving around to heat his tyres up has dipped a wheel on the grass and spun and retired.
Oh, that's such an unfortunate choice.
That is very unfortunate. So he's going to be starting from P20.
Yeah.
We're going to go on board. I'm going to go on board with Berggren actually because I know the last race I did before I went on holiday. That was when my wheel decided to give way. And the last few laps, and we had that safety car, and he was gaining, and I just had to keep within his 3 seconds. Well, that's all I could do because my wheel died.
Good pace.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he's quick.
I'm on board with Top Car because he's going to be the first one to start his lap. He's just now coming past the pit entry.
Yeah. Go on board with him.
Entry into the last corner for the start of his lap seems to be okay. Let's see how confident he goes through the first corner, and yeah, just a tiny lift.
Held it in 7th, I'd go through there in 8th. Last year's game, 7th was actually a bit quicker through there.
I always did that one in 8 as well.
I always do it in 8.
Top Car.
And no lift as well.
Yeah, you have to be committed and take the right line, but you could do it without lifting. Well, first sector, 27.6. Is that a decent sector around here? I'm not really on this track yet.
It's quite hard to tell because yesterday, we can't even compare it to yesterday's grid because that was intermediate qualifying, so it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Like, we can't really compare sectors.
One thing's for sure, then we are going to see faster times than yesterday in quali. It was very convincing improvement expected. Let's see. Corner play. 103. 3 off. Second sector.
Oh, going to 5th to go through Stoke. That's a 6th gear corner that. Maybe scrubbed off a bit too much speed. But it's only a banker lap, it's more to be safe really. Just get a lap in. As he goes around the final corner now, across the line, what's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:26.9. That's a fairly competitive lap time. As Lewis G goes at 1:26.1. I thought that 26.9 was competitive, but no, Lewis straight away with a 26.1. Very quick lap there.
26.2 as well.
Early on. Oh, Vin, I believe it's Vinny Corson, is Vin Porsche in the chat. He's just said that's really bad for me. This is really bad because he's the one that crashed. We're on board with RR Perez as he goes across the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:27.8. We will see faster lap times than that today. They are already banked.
27.6. Faster than the rest.
The G brothers.
Can do better.
The G brothers. Very close to each other. Danny goes a 1:25.6. So I'm going to guess he's not going to be a full-time driver once this division's full. With that lap time like that.
I'm thinking he could be competitive with you there, Bob.
Stick him in tier 2 with me and we both have quali bands.
I was just riding on board this kid, going slow on the straight. There were 2 guys going slow, one on a hot lap, and it looked a bit tight for the one on the hot lap there. Somebody was a little bit responsible there. Yeah, 3 drivers already in the 25. Then
I think a good lap around here, a good ending lap around here will be if they're that quick, I reckon even in tier 1 a good lap would be a 25.4, so if I can see one of those drivers pull out a 25.4 or 25.3, you've got a seriously quick drive on our end. Because if you can, in this game, time trial isn't much different to being in qualifying. So if you can get within a couple of tenths of your time trial time, you're pretty quick. You're very quick in qualifying.
Some time trial times I think to practice for the race, I've easily beaten in qualifying. I don't know how.
It's a bit different this year's game.
Big as last year.
Yeah. So, like, if I was to do qualifying tomorrow, my best is a 1:25.005. So if I could have done a 25.2, I'd be happy. Or 25.3, I'd be happy.
I saw Louis distance is very good on his outlet there. That will have definitely put temperature into his tyres.
We'll go on board with him, see if he can challenge his fellow Ferrari driver to the finish, to provisional pole. So I'm just sitting here, staring at this steering wheel, and it's just beautiful.
Aaron just got a little bit of stone from his teammate out from Bergen. See what his left hand is going to be. Going through the last corner, and it's a 27.1. He does improve, but only to 11th for now.
Well, but I'm staying on board with Lewis G as he starts his flying lap. See what he can do. See if he can challenge a provisional pole.
I'm racing on board with Bergen. I think he's the first one to come across the line. He's having a bit of seriously there. Coming a distance though, will the car go out the way? Oh, and his teammate moves out the way, but very, very late.
What I've just seen is very interesting. Turn 3 and 4. It's one of those ones you've got to sacrifice one to gain on the other, and Lewis has opted to sacrifice turn 3, take less speed to that to open up turn 4, but I do the opposite. Yeah. I go full ham into turn 3 and then stick it in the middle of the track for turn 4 as opposed to going all the way to the right.
Yeah.
Depends on setup, but you gain a bit of time doing it that way.
I think sticking it in the middle to get into turn 4 is the fastest way, but you have to open up turn 4 again to get that exit.
So it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, but he did notice he shifted down to 7th going through Copse.
Bergen definitely had a bit of traffic on his lap there. Don't know how much that will have hindered him. You can tell he's trying the manual gears, or he's struggling a little bit. He pushed down 25.8.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's a quick guy, Bergen is.
Second place, yeah.
Lewis is going to cross the line now. What's it going to be? Give it a 1:25.7, so he does improve. Gets in front of Bergen there, but only by about a tenth, just over a tenth. Still behind his Ferrari teammate, who's sitting in the pits. Will he ego retire, do you reckon?
Lewis is only, 20 hundredths of a second away from his teammate.
I like to do qualifying a little bit differently. I always because you've got enough time to do 3 laps normally in short qualifying. You can do 4 if you really want to, but I don't know why. You haven't got enough sets of tyres for that anyway. But instead of doing all 3 runs on soft tyres and then having no new ones for the race, I like to do my first lap on the mediums.
You're one of those,
because
are you?
Because they don't wear that much. So you can do an out lap, you can do a flying lap and still use them in the race. So you could still do a 2-stop if you wanted.
Yeah, I've heard
I've done many times
before, because you set a nice banker lap on them and you can still use them for the race.
Set a good banker on them, gives you a delta, then you can do your first soft lap compared to the delta, and you'll have a rough idea of what lap time you're going to set compared to your mediums. And then you do your last run on a second set of softs, and it means you've still got a new set for the race.
Yeah, should you get one of those last minute safety cars or something.
Or you could just...
wow! Time by Robbo.
Oh wow! Can I qualify tonight? Just
it's a bit too late now. You're in the comp box.
No, I mean tomorrow. Can I qualify?
Not tomorrow.
Can I do qualifying? Just to see if I can beat the pole time.
I'm sure you will. Especially with the new rule.
I promise I'll drop down to the back off the start. I'll pull over to the side and let everyone go past.
You really want to give yourself a last at the first challenge, but make it even harder, don't you?
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can do what I did at Bahrain.
Goes up to 9th. It's a pretty.
It's gone up to Appledorn's gone up to 8th.
Oh, 8 even, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm blind as a bat tonight.
Christopher's on a lap. No, he's not.
Yeah.
Never mind. His ERS lights on.
Oh.
Going into the
Yeah,
pits.
he did abandon.
That's a hard pit lane to slow down for. It's so slow.
There's gonna be some 5-second penalties during the race because somebody will get it wrong. Oh, Brian was up on his time, but is he to have let go a little bit? Oh yes, he invalidated.
Do you know, it didn't take me that long to learn the buttons on here.
Oh, well done you. I struggled for the first few races.
It helped because what I did is instead of learning what the buttons were, I've just gone to each thing. So like the ERS, I've just pressed the button I want it to be.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, that's that button. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it is what I did, but I still got it wrong a few times.
As opposed to learning what the buttons do, I'm just learning where they are.
Yeah. Let's see, I'm riding with Brian. I think he's the only one at the moment on a hot lap.
I'm on board with Iron Kid. He's on an out lap.
Yeah. He will be more of a contender for the top place, but let's see what Brian can do. Finishes his first sector, 1.5 tenths up on his time. That alone will save him a few places. If he can continue that throughout the lap. Might be sort of a P13, P14 lap there.
Mm-hmm.
Through Cops. Goes fully off the gas there for a little bit and shifts down to 7.
Iron Kid's starting his flying lap now. Let's see what he can do. Flat through the first corner in 8th gear, so fully committed there. Down into
Brian,
4th gear.
off.
4th gear, down into 3rd, halfway through turn 3. That's like the esports gearing. Take that in third gear anyway, but it does gain you time if you hold it in 4th and then as you hit the apex, shift down again into 3rd. Gives you a bit of extra rotation.
Let's see what Brian does. He's coming over the finish line now. And he loses it all in the last sector. So he doesn't improve and stays 18th.
Bear with me 2 moments, I'm just going to plug my laptop into charge. Actually, we'll wait for Iron Kid to finish his lap first. See, through Magnus and Beckett now, what can he do? We're using a lot of curb there, taking that very nicely. That's pretty much as committed as you can be, yeah, I was going to say. Pretty much as committed.
On a
Purple sector 2.
Oh, look at that. Very low arrowed setup by the look of it by the speed at the end of the plate there. 2 tenths up will get him exactly nowhere. He will stay 13th if that's all he's got in his lap.
Across the line is a 126.6, a massive improvement from him there. Puts him 12.
Yeah, surprisingly, that only saved him 1 place.
Just plug my laptop. I just need to dig my charger out.
I'm not quite sure who Tico Hardy is in the comp section, but hello to you as well, buddy.
What's that? Ah, yeah. He's probably a member in the Discord, but obviously a different YouTube name.
Once he says his nickname in the chat, he's
Lots of drivers now going on their outlap for their final runs of the session. But having said that, Christopher's decided to go out early. He's already on his flyer with 1.5 minutes to go, near enough. Again, opting to sacrifice turn 3 to gain on turn 4. But it has been looked at, and although you lose a bit of time through turn 4, by sacrificing it to gain through turn 3, you do actually gain more overall and lose.
Just seen Ross G going up to second place.
Yeah, he has
and
gone up,
he's
hasn't he?
five tenths away from Robbo. Those top few places are really close together.
Very close indeed. Will we see Christopher challenge at the top? As he heads into Magnus and Beckett's now. Very committed. Down to 7th, gets the rotation nice. Down to 6th, one more time on the power, nice and early. DRS wide open. Down towards Stowe now. Will he improve? That is the question. I didn't see the set. Did you see how much he was up by?
No, I did not. I was riding on board with D-Mac. Where's Christopher? 2 turns up, it says.
He's going to cross the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 125.9. But only enough for P7. That top 7's very close.
Yeah,
I'm going to go on board with Appledorn, who is on his final lap of the session.
I mean, the pole at the moment is a 125.5. The top 11 are all within a second of that.
Is Robbo on a flyer?
Robbo F or Robbo 116?
F. We've got 2 Robbos that we do have 2.
He seems to be, yeah. He's slightly up on his time.
There's no way he's going to up on his time.
Yeah.
125.5.
He improved by a little bit. I think it was a 125.58 and it's a 5.54 now.
Yeah, he has improved.
He's definitely setting the mark there.
As Appledorn comes across the line, he does improve by 3 thousandths, keeps in 9th place.
I'm riding on board with Denny and he's going up 10th and a half on his time. He's coming through the last corner now. What will it be? It's new pole, 125.4.
It's Bergen.
That's a shocker.
Didn't improve. Oh, I'm so sad I can't qualify tomorrow. I can't do qualifying tomorrow.
Everybody else is going in. I think that's it.
Everyone's finished.
We'll have a look. If there's fast enough drivers in your tier, obviously we will release you for your quali. I think the tier you're in at the moment, because you're pretty much only available on Wednesday, you're just too fast for them.
KXI's in it. He's pretty quick, isn't he?
Who?
KXI, or am I thinking of someone else? KXI __7.
Okay, so nice. I don't think he was that fast, but obviously he will slam me now if he's listening. I did used to race with him, but I think he was slightly faster than me, but not fast enough to be near you. Yeah.
Because I'll move over at the start.
We'll have a think about it. I know how you want to beat this time.
I haven't done that. I've opened my trophy cabinet.
We got a quali complete with Danny taking pole, Robbo F and 96 in second, Lewis G in third, Ross G fourth, Schizo in fifth, Oscar in 6, Christopher in 7, D-Mac in 8, Appledorn in 9, Robbo in 10. I won't be able to complete this, but Topcar in 11, Azarakis in 12, Gandot in 13, Iron Kid in 14, and Top House in 15. We got Starjanek in 16, Cavolis 17th, Perez in 18th, Brian 19th, and obviously Vin Porsche in last after his mistake.
as we just wait for the players to ready up,
Yeah.
setting fuel strategies and tyre strategies, and
maybe slightly altering their setup.
go. Oh, no
straight
formation
into it.
lap.
No formation lap. Go
I
straight
did hear
into
something.
it.
There's a bug with that or something, isn't there?
Yeah, we've had a few glitches with that. Benny seems to be off pretty good. Robbo's going straight behind him.
Yeah, Robbo challenging very early on.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes
side by side
deep.
into Fern.
Oh, that's interesting. Danny is on the mediums, Robbo's on the soft, hence why Robbo got such a good start. He's going to try and get an early lead here. As they're battling down the straight, he's burning they're both burning oh, they're not both burning ERS, I think they were, but at least saw I was aboard with Danny.
The inside line there for the defence.
He's doing a very good job in the early stages of this lap to defend against the soft runner of Robbo.
Now, let's not get a repeat of Hamilton versus Verstappen through Cops corner here. Let's see what they're going to do. It's a yellow flag in sector 2, but everybody still seems to be going.
Probably a yellow, probably a wing or something, a piece of wing or slow moving car. He's back up to speed now.
We've got Cavo's all the way at the back with a little bit of a gap, so I'm guessing he will have gone off track for a little bit. But Robbo very much still on the back of Danny here.
Lewis is going to want to get past. Never mind. I was going to say he's going to want to get past Robbo to put a car in between him and Danny. But Robbo takes the lead now. Early stages. Will we see my Bahrain strategy a few weeks ago, where I did soft for 13 laps before pitting for mediums?
Will the tyres be able to hold out that long?
I think if they can around Bahrain, they will around here. But having said that, what are the compound ratings here? If they're softer than Bahrain, they might wear quicker.
Also, you got a bit more high-speed corners around Silverstone that might wear the tyres out
more stress, more heat.
We saw last week in Qatar where the tyre wear was absolutely outrageous because of all the high-speed, high-load corners we had.
Also, fuel usage around there.
Yeah,
I think you can fuel up with like 2.5 extra laps and still struggle for fuel at the end. It's ridiculous. If you have no safety cars, it's ridiculous how much track, because it's such a high speed track. You're at full throttle for a lot of it. This is DMAC trying to fight past Christopher. He's very, very close. Can he make a move going down into Stowe? Let's find out. Oh, he makes a mistake coming out of Chapel.
Yeah, that wasn't the best of exits there. That will cost him his fight into Stowe, as you said. Appledorn is right behind him as well. He will
have to say that's put him on Appledorn.
Fighting.
Vin Porsche, who didn't qualify, can I just say, is into P12 after starting at the back.
He must have had a massively good start. In the meantime, I saw
DRS has been enabled. DRS has been enabled. Danny's going to have DRS on Robbo here. Will he make a move down into Brooklyn?
It's too far away, I think. Yeah, he thinks better.
Yeah, a bit too far away.
I'd say make sure he's on the back of it through Macca's, Beckett's and Chapel and get him on the straight into Stowe.
Be interested to see the strategies tonight. I might take some of the strategy into tomorrow. It's always nice to watch the commentate in some ways over the other tiers. You see the strategies, especially if you race as well. See the strategy
already. Benny is faster on the mediums than the soft, so they will have gone off very quickly. But Benny is just mighty quick.
I was going to say, Danny is very, very quick. Robbo didn't get a great run out of Chapel though, to be fair. He ran a bit wide going through Chapel, so that gave Danny a good run, and he is now ahead as they come down towards Vale now. Danny managing to secure the position, going into the Vale chicane, through Club onto the next lap. Danny is now ahead, but will he be able to keep it, because Robbo's keeping close with him, and they're going to get DRS again as they go down their Wellington straight.
this fight will go on and on and on by the looks of it.
They're very close. Look at the two. They're literally wheel to wheel. As Robbo's going to get DRS now, will he be able to make a move? He's got only 33% ERS. Danny's on 70% ERS. He's got so much more ERS than Robbo. Is Robbo going to think about it? No, he's not. He's going to think better of it and possibly wait until they get to the Hannah Straight to make a move down towards Stowe.
In the meantime, Apeldoorn has made moves on DMAC as well. He was quite close. I think he had to give up the line a little bit. And that was,
Robbo running wide. That might have been a warning. Also,
it's alright, you can get 2 of those before you start getting penalties.
Yeah, but also slowed him down a little bit. He's lost a bit of time. He's now half a second back. Is he going to make a move? He's not going to make a move. I think he's just going to sit behind Danny for now and recharge that ERS.
Seems like a good idea, really.
Danny's gonna. I mean, if Danny wasn't Lewis's teammate, they could work together and pull away. But Danny's not going to want to. He's going to want to try and get Lewis in front of Robbo, to put a car in between him and Robbo, and try and play the team game. So there's probably a bit of gamesmanship going on as well right now.
Well, strategy wise, I'd be rooting for Lewis as well. He's on the hard and he's able to keep up with the guys on the soft.
Because I think they're playing the team game because they're battling so much.
Yeah, so that could work well for Lewis' strategy because the more you can stay behind these guys, or close to these guys.
I think Danny burning. He knows he's quicker on them, even on the slower tire. He knows he's quicker than Robbo. He started burning because he's pulled nearly a second gap already. That's going to be good for Lewis. It's going to enable Lewis to get past Robbo with relative ease.
As soon as he breaks the DRS frame for Robbo.
Look at the top 6 though. They've pulled a massive gap to the rest of the field. 3 seconds out from P6 to P7, and then the rest of the grid all within a second of each other. And Robbo has dropped out of DRS. Although I think he had DRS, he was within DRS before, at the detection point. So we'll have DRS for one more lap. Will Lewis be able to make any sort of move into Stowe? He looks for the move. He doesn't make it though. He thinks better of it. He's not got a lot of ERS left though. He's on 10% ERS.
It doesn't bode well though for Robbo for the next lap.
Yeah, Robbo's on 22%. Yeah, Danny just pulling away.
Robbo's tyres will definitely start to soften out.
Lewis thought
almost there into turn 1.
Lewis thought about it, but
would have been very brave.
Played the smart card. He used his. He thought well and thought, you know what, this is ridiculous. This is unnecessary.
Spinner in the last corner, I think.
There is the
Christopher.
Yeah, Mercedes Christopher. And Lewis gained a lot of time there going into Brooklands to Luffeldale. Will he be able to make any sort of moves? He won't. Those softs are going to be dying now. At 6 laps old. Even the hards will be catching up with him on pace. But Ross G as well is right on his... Are they brothers?
They are brothers indeed.
They're brothers, but they're different. They're rivals in this league. Do you reckon they're going to work together as brothers, or do you reckon they're going to fight each other like brothers?
I believe they are normally in a party together.
Okay, interesting. Oh, Robbo's one wide. That gives Lewis the run. And Ross G's going to go for the run as well. Ross gets the move as well. Is he going to battle his brother into Stowe? He's not. It's better of it. Danny, meanwhile, is just pulling away.
And Robbo goes in. Robbo goes in for the pit.
That's probably smart. He's going to be losing a lot of time now on those tyres.
And Berggren does the same, but he is being catched out by the 60 kilometers an hour speed limit and gets a 5-second penalty. Where will these guys come back then? Pretty much towards the back of the grid, and they will have.
I think Ross might look to make a. Ross might look to make a move on his teammate here. I don't know. Oh, he's not. Both of them don't have much ERS. They're only 7 laps in and have run out of ERS. Come on, boys. ERS management. That's what gets you into good positions. Your resource management.
There we go. Robbo returns to the track in 17th in front of his teammate. Gone to the hard tyres.
He's looking to go to the end.
Oscar.
He's going to go to the end.
Is that the fastest strategy though? I don't know.
He'll get a massive undercut. He'll get a big undercut, but Danny, when I presume he's going to pit for the hards for his stint. He will get undercut maybe, but he will have a lot fresher tyres.
Yeah. Or if the safety car is going to work in his favour, he might even be able to make it onto the softs. We got another spinner there, Mercedes.
It's Christopher again.
Will his tyres have overheated on the previous spin?
Maybe. No, they would have cooled down by now. It was a while ago.
Going wide through cops as well.
Oh, there's an Aston Martin. Oh, Ross G. Virtual safety car. What's he got a 10-second for?
Cutting the track, I think it's that.
How badly did he cut it if he's got a 10-second?
I don't know. If that's a really bad one, you can put it into the incidents.
But it's got no. I didn't see it. I've just seen an Aston Martin stopped on the track when he's now got no front wing. His brake hasn't failed? I thought maybe he's on a wheel and his brake failed, but no, his brakes are still putting inputs in on the telemetry. What's going on here then?
Both
I'm going to check the Discord
and
just to
Ross
see.
got a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
Interesting.
Yeah. If those are glitches by the game, we will be able to remove those.
Problem is, he's going to pit, so he's going to serve that.
Yeah. As long as it's not served under the safety car, we can still get rid of it for him.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's lost his front wing as well, so he's been in contact with somebody. Which might be why he went wide and exceeded the track limits. Oh, he's crossing track limits there a bit as well. He will need a safety car to get back into contention though.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see if we can get it slowed down in time.
He's safe on the brakes.
Yeah. It's the sensible thing to do with a broken front wing. And he's retired from the race.
I think he knows.
I can see why. 10-second penalty, and after fighting his front wing all the way to the back of the race.
Robbo looking to make a move on Gandot, pretty easy. Down the Wellington straight, pretty easy move with the DRS.
Got him before the turn-in. Already back into 10th, and then everybody in front of him still has to.
Ironkid's gaining on Top Car Flogger. He's within 4/10, going into Maggotts and Beckett to see what he can do. He's very committed through there. Took a little lift. He can do the first bit of Maggotts and Beckett's flat in 8th gear, but you've got to take the line right, and under heavy fuel it's just not worth it under race conditions.
Top Car defending the
He's
inside,
going for the move.
very good there.
He's been trying to go around the outside. Can he hang around the outside? He runs a little bit wide.
Yeah,
he does. He gets through. Top Car Flogger, I think, just giving him the position there, not trying to fight it. Oh, and if maybe his Top Car Flogger has some mild damage, which is why he gained so much. Like, so little damage. It's what that, you know, when it just like changes colour very slightly on your wing, so you can't even see, it's not even visible.
From green to light green.
And it's like barely even noticeable, unless you've got a really good eye. Because the Alfa Romeo of Azarakis is closing up now, as well. The DRS going down the Wellington straight. Are we going to do anything? No.
Not got any ERS left. See what's going on here.
Top Car with the goated number there of 69.
A
In
bit of
bright
competition
red.
going on between the brothers here apparently. Ross just posted what happened in the Discord. His brother and his twin
Also, some rivalry between the two brothers there.
brother. Yeah, like you say, those two brothers are fighting like brothers.
And Top Car Flogger gets back past Iron Kid. Iron Kid tries to hang around the outside. Can he make the switch back? He can't. Top Car Flogger back in front of Iron Kid. Iron Kid staying behind. Top Car Flogger managing to secure the move there. What good racing from them two. Back and forth. As we've got the Red Bull of Top House Flogger. The other Flogger brother. Right behind the Alfa Romeo of Azarakis. Will he think about a move possibly going into... down the Wellington Straight and into Brooklands, maybe?
Could well be. He is close enough behind, but there's a little bit of a DRS train there, which isn't helping the back car to get past them.
No, not at all. I think, yeah, Iron Kid and Top Car won't want to pull away though, because he's going to want to help his brother. Maybe, are they brothers as well, or are they friends?
The Floggers,
Yeah.
they are, as far as I'm aware, brothers.
Ah, so we've got a lot of brothers racing today.
Yes, we have got a
two
few
of
in the
which,
league,
two of
actually.
which hate each other at the moment, quite clearly. And the other one,
Dinner table there.
the other one potentially helping his fellow brother get two cars in one.
It does help that this brother pairing is in the same team as well.
So they're not going to battle each other as hard.
You'd think so.
Although having said that, I think I would battle harder. If I knew my brother was my teammate, I'd fight to the death.
Your teammate is your biggest rival. And especially if it's your brother.
Oh, Iron Kid hitting that curb harshly there, hitting that awkwardly as well. He's got no ERS left either. I mean, Top Car doesn't have that much either.
I don't seem to be consistent through that personally. It's a tricky set of corners, really. At least for me, maybe not for you. Are you just turning your wheel because you can and you love it so much?
Yeah. Is it that loud? Gee, I didn't realise it was that loud, sorry. It's just so much smoother than my other one. It's so much nicer. My old one,
failed every other lap.
I was doing 5 lappers with another league on Friday. And it just kept cutting out every other lap. I was like, oh, this is my 5 lappers night over. Oh, no, it's not, it's back again. And I was like, I cannot do this, I cannot do this anymore. It's like, I thought, oh, I'll be alright for racing here, because it'll have fixed itself by the time I get back from holiday. Nope.
No,
Got worse.
I'm just looking at how Robbo is doing with his hard tyre and his early pit stop. At the moment, it looks like Danny will come just ahead of him out of the pit. He's 25.5 seconds away from the leader.
Silverstone's a very long pit lane.
It is a very long pit
that.
lane.
Very long pit lane.
Yeah, it might be tight, but I think Danny will just about get him at the moment if you go into the pit. Question is how long will Danny stay out?
Azarakis in the Alfa Romeo, very close to Iron Kid. Iron Kid lifting through turn 1. I think you could take that flat, but his tyres are worn, so it's not worth the risk. Azarakis going to make the move. Iron Kid doesn't have DRS and he's got no ERS left, but neither does Azarakis. He's going to make the move down the inside. He doesn't. He thinks better of it. Got very close there though. Possibly waiting for just to go wait for the. That is the Hangar Straight, isn't it? Yes, the Hangar Straight.
The one after
Magnus Beckett. Yeah.
Is it not renamed officially to the Hamilton Straight?
No, that's the start-finish straight.
Yeah, I
The
always.
pit straight.
And Dropout gets a 3-second penalty.
The multiple warnings running wide at Cops once again.
At the moment, it will cost him 1 position, so not too much.
This Iron Kid just about managing to keep in the DRS, but Robbo behind Top House trying to make the move. Is he going to try and go around the outside? Yes, he is going to go around the outside. Can he make the move stick? Yes, he can.
Yep, we got Danny in the pit. I'm running on board to see where he comes out.
Ooh.
Where have we got Robbo at the moment? He's coming through
He's
the last
P7.
corner over the... He's going to come out ahead, I think. Yeah,
He does come out ahead of the Ferrari. It's about a 30-second pit lane at Silverstone because it's a long pit lane and a slow, but a very slow pit lane. It's about a 30 with the stop. It's about 30 to 30. I think it's like 31, 32 seconds, something like that.
So with that, Robbo is now the virtual race leader after the pit stops, but Danny is 3.5 seconds behind him.
And a lot fresher tyres.
They are 7 laps younger.
And based on the early laps, the quicker driver as well between the two. Because when those softs should have been quicker, Danny was able to stay with him and stay in front as well. But Robbo close to Top Car. Will he make a move into Stowe again like he did to Top Car's brother? He's very close. He's got a lot more. He's got about 10% more ERS as well.
I think he will do it on the straight.
Oh, Robbo, go for it. He's going to go for it. Is he? He's got DRS open. Top Car with no ERS. He's not burning his
ERS
I think
that much.
I think he's trying to save his battery a little bit. Oh, he's going to try and get on the inside. Maybe I thought there for a second.
Oh, and Top Car's going into the pit. That helps Robbo though, because he was losing time otherwise behind Top Car.
I should see his Iron Kid racing tomorrow, just because then I know if he is, I've got someone to sit in a party chat with.
If there's a place, Iron Kid will race.
He's already accepted us full
With
time.
no life.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo! That's why I buy silly wheels that actually don't really do much to improve performance.
But they just look nice.
Because I'm actually a little bit slower with this new base. But, you know, is what it is. I'll get used to it, yeah. I'm just going to grind tomorrow, I think. Although tomorrow the electricity will be off for a while because we've got a new oven coming, so...
Danny
Wide up.
reeling in Robbo with 1.6 seconds
Yes.
now. It was
Yeah,
3.5 when he
gaining
came out of the pit.
very quickly. Could we see a battle between these two?
Question will be how long is that battle going to last?
Exactly.
Bergeron getting a 3-second penalty, that will possibly cost him a little bit. Oh, and Bergeron just destroyed one of the DRS signs there, I think.
Running wide.
Yeah, and that gave Top House
The run he needed.
yeah. Thanks. I was struggling for words there.
Vin Porsche closing on Lewis G for 5th place as well.
And Bergeron and Top House going in. I think they're both getting a 5-second penalty. And Bergeron just retired in the pit. That is a shame. He was on 8 laps.
He's a fairly quick driver as well. That's a shame. That really is a shame. He's a good driver. He's normally very clean. I remember, like, he did well with me. That's what I'm saying. Like, Bahrain, he's such a clean driver because me, who had no force feedback in those closing laps, could have done anything really unpredictable, out of my control. And he managed. He's such a clean driver, that guy. It's such a shame that he's retired because I think it would have been my driver of the day, possibly, just purely because of how clean he is.
Yeah, he is a good driver. He's got good pace. Like I say, he's clean.
And unfortunately,
Nice to talk to as
in
well.
this year's game, cleanliness is quite sparse, shall we say?
Yeah. Don't get me started. Gavolis gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring the yellow flag, so that will have been an illegal overtake on somebody.
Although having said that, if you're harsh with your drivers, they won't commit offences, so I think that's what you've got going here. It's pretty clean lead because you're harsh with your drivers and your penalties, so, and they don't want to get those licence points that build up to race bans, quali bans, you know, seat review. They don't want to lose their seat, so
No,
makes them
unfortunately,
clean.
we had to do a little bit of that, and hopefully that is a and it does seem to be like that.
Not even having that conversation. Danny's got past Robbo, but Robbo's still with him. Will he get a move back in down the Wellington Straight? He's got more ERS. He is going to burn out of Village.
And at the same time, Top House over to Cavolis at the Hangar Straight. After Cavolis had a little bit of a compromised exit out of Chapel there.
To be fair, Robbo's doing well to stick this close to Danny with the disparity in tyres. Maybe Robbo's more confident on the hards than he was on the soft tyre. Seems like he's got more confidence on them because he's doing well considering the difference in age. There's about 10 laps between them. I think 8 laps between them.
7 to be precise.
Seven laps
World Cup
between them.
Halloween.
That's a big margin in this year's game. In a 50% race, so 7 laps.
Yeah.
He's doing well to keep this close.
He's staying in DRS.
As Robbo 116 is gaining on Appledorn. Is he going to make the move towards Stowe? He is. Appledorn's going to take the inside line, but
the outside,
Robbo's going to get it done on the faster
over the
and
corner.
the faster tyre before the corner. Easily done, easily passed.
And behind we got Iron Kid on a bit of a weird strategy on softs that are already 3 laps old. Now that will be another pit stop if you ask me to say one. To what will be 11 laps? by
They will
the end
do
of
it. They'll do 11 laps, but they'll be destroyed.
Yeah.
A bit like mine at Bahrain. Mine at Bahrain, I did 13 laps on them. They're about 60% when I pitted, 65%.
That is a lot. I think the most I've seen was Robbo 116 in Qatar, who managed to get up his, I think it was hard tyres, up to about 88%.
Without a puncture. Jesus.
Without a puncture, yeah.
That's the problem with the punctures in this game. They're random, aren't they? I think
Yeah.
it should be, once you get to 75%, there's a small chance of a puncture, but it shouldn't be random. It should build up the risk more of the percentage you do.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're at 80% wear, you've got to keep off the curbs, otherwise you'll get a puncture. But if you're only at 75% wear, you can still use the curbs, you just got to be careful how much you use it, kind of thing. I think that'd be a good thing to see.
Braking and how much you
Yeah.
lean onto them.
And if you lock up, that could cause a puncture, you know, at 75%, but you shouldn't be just getting a full blowout at just as you hit 75%. It's not fair. Because someone could be on the same strategy as you and run to the end of the race with 95% worn tyres and not get the puncture.
Yeah, he did say he was nursing the tyres as much as he could, and there was absolutely no space left in them. But well done to get them going for so long.
Azarak is struggling to get past Top Car Flogger. He gained on him,
Yeah,
but now
he
can't
keeps
get
on
past.
trying. He keeps on trying, and he keeps on just about not making it.
He's got less ERS though, that's the problem. He's losing time through Village. I think he's struggling to put the power down through Village, and that's where he loses his time, and then he can't get close enough again. He can't get close enough to get the move done.
He needs to stay close to top.
I think he needs to. What he needs to do is, I made this mistake like months ago. It didn't quite pay. This was back in the old game. Nearly didn't pay off. Well, I was trying to. It was like coming down to the last 3 laps. This fight for the win came down. I was on a 2-stop. This guy was on a 1-stop. Come down to the last lap. I should have saved my ERS for a few laps, but I didn't.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to do. He just needs to save his ERS. But he's going to go for the move
He's gonna
anyway.
go for it.
He's going to go round the outside. Can he get the move done before the corner? He can.
Nicely done. That's for the last point in the race.
He's closing up on Iron Kid as well.
Yeah. And obviously, Iron Kid's tires, those 5-lap old softs, they're going to be screaming already for pace. So I got a feeling Iron Kid will be blocking out of the point, and Azaraki's top car will take him. And Stophouse gets another 3-second time penalty for a track limits.
I know. I don't know if it's too early to say this, but the only form of safety car we've had this race is a virtual. We haven't had a full safety car, which I think is quite impressive.
You're not going to do a commentator's curse.
Because Silverstone's one of those tracks that once those tyres get worn, it's very easy to crash.
Oh yes.
Very easy to lose traction at Silverstone with worn tyres. It's one of the harder tracks to drive worn tyres with, so I'm impressed with all the drivers actually. As Azarakis is very close to Iron Kid. Is he going to make a move going down towards Stowe like he did to Top Car Flogger? Let's see if he can. He's very close.
It's not quite close enough yet.
Is he going to make the move? Iron Kid not got a lot of ERS to burn. Azarak's going to go down the inside. He does make the move down. Will Iron Kid go for the switch back? He doesn't. He runs wide.
And that means he's going to be sitting top car. Who is looking for it? Ooh, is he going to do a switch back? He's on the outside. Oh, he thinks better of it. Not sticking it side to side. Yeah, Iron Kid won't keep this position until the end of the race.
Top car got him in his sights. He's got a lot more ERS. Iron Kid only on 13% ERS. Top car on 40%. He's going to burn straight away coming out. Is he going to go for it? Can he get the move done with Iron Kid with the DRS as well? He can't.
He's not really burned it.
He burned out of Village just to get a bit of extra acceleration, but then turned it off.
And we've got Christopher retiring as well. Difficult race for him, but the early spins not able to make up for it.
Oh, nearly dropping my controller there.
As long as you don't drop your wheel. Your very new, brand new wheel. I get quite close again to Azarakis with the DRS. But no, he's not got the exit, and he will be the sitting duck. Oh.
Starting raining. Not on the game, outside for me. It's a three-way battle.
Yeah. How Azarakis defended Iron Kid. He blocked Top Car on the move.
He gets through. He's on the inside. There's contact between the two of them.
But Iron Kid's through. And now
Top Car trying to go down the inside. He thinks better of it. I'm going to be honest. I would have kept it in there. He was fully alongside. I think as long as he hit the apex, if Azarax turned in on him and spun, that would have been Azarax's fault. So I would have just kept. I would have committed to that. If I was Top Car.
If you ruin your own race with it as well, while points are up from contention, I do get he's backing out and lives to fight another day. But yeah, you're totally right. He could have.
As Azarakis gets back through.
Yeah. Well, Iron Kid goes with a switch back.
There's a bit of contact between the two there. But yeah, I see what you mean about obviously points. But I think I would have, like just aggressively would have just committed to it.
Yeah. He had the position to force an overtake there. It's a really good three-way battle this. I'm enjoying this one.
Closing stages of the race.
But yeah, they're showing us some entertainment here. In the meantime, our top guys though, Robbo has definitely given up for the win here.
They're going 3 wide towards Stowe.
3 wide?
3 wide towards Stowe. Is this going to end in disaster? Surely no, it doesn't. And Top Car hanging it around the outside. What a move from there. Is Iron Kid going to try and set it back up the inside? No, he's not. He's defending from Azarakis though.
And at the same time,
this has brought Top House back into the game.
The other McLaren is back into it as well.
The other McLaren, didn't he retire?
The other McLaren, Berggren,
the Red Bull.
Retire.
It's brought the Red Bull of Top House Flogger into it. There's a 4-way battle now.
Yeah.
Going into the closing stages of this race.
those last 4 laps for them are going to be full on. D-Mac with another 3-second time penalty. Penalty-wise, the winner will be Top House. So even though he's in the battle with 11 seconds, he's not really going to be in the battle. He will keep 12th position though, because the one behind him has got 8-second penalty as well. That's Gavolis. Ditto with a 10-second penalty, that will cost him a place. With 8 seconds.
Oh, Top Car running a bit wide through Chapel there. Iron Kid going to try and make the move again. Oh, he is. He's going to go for the inside, I think.
He is going to go for it.
Top Car defending Iron Kid goes round the outside. Can he make the move stick? Yes, he can. Great battle in between these two. Is he going to try and go back down the inside? No, he doesn't. Tucking back in behind Iron Kid. This battle is heating up very quickly.
Both got similar levels of the ERS as well.
Top House did the most out of all of them, out of all 4 of them. Top Car going to try to hang around the outside in turn 3.
He's lining himself up for the exit of turn 4 though. I think with the DRS he will get Iron Kid again. A little bit of a drifting moment there, I think. He's just bring Azarakis back into play because he's right on Top Car.
Look at this battle. This is insane.
Top Car, a bit of a compromised line there, thinking about the inside, but going a little bit too deep there and having to take an inside line.
Oh, Iron Kid got a poor exit.
Azarakis, is he going for it as well? No, he's
this is going to end a disaster, surely.
Into and they keep it together.
How have they not collided yet? And Top House taking advantage of that compromised exit from Azarakis.
Oh, bit of a touch and Top House goes off. I think he might be out.
He does, he's lost a bit of time, he's not out.
He's still going, but he was definitely in the gravel.
Oh, yeah, Top House has lost a lot of time. This Iron Kid's going to hang around the outside of Top Car again. He can't make the move stick this time. Is he going to go down the inside? Coming into the final lap now. About to start the final lap. Last lap showdown between especially these 2 drivers. I mean, Azarakis closing the gap again to try and make it three-way.
Is there a bit of DRS games going on now as well for Iron Kid saying, oh, I'll stay behind you now and then I'll take you on the last DRS and completely block you off. He is called the Sneaky Greeky for a reason.
I'm going to be honest, I've not heard that before. The Sneaky Greeky, I like it. Although he's nearly a second back now, I think Top Car might just have enough of a gap. He will get DRS as he was under a second when he went into the DRS detection point.
Which will help him defend from Azarakis. And he's back into DRS range again now, Iron Kid. I think, yeah, Danny is about to come over start-finish to take the win. No, it's the last lap now. Excuse me. Robbo has been overtaken by Lewis G as well.
It's going to be a Ferrari one too then, by the looks of it.
Yeah, Robbo's tyres are showing its age. 19 laps he's done on the harsh already.
Oh wait, hold on, that means there's one more lap between these 2 then?
Yes.
They've only just started lap 26. Yes, there's one more lap between these guys. The Iron Kid's tyres have really dropped off now. This is going to be a battle between Iron Kid and Azarakis now on the last lap.
Yeah, Azarakis being all over the back of Iron Kid. Danny has gone through Mackers, Beckets and Chapel, making his way through the final corners with is that a Williams in front of him? That will be Schizo then.
That is the Alpine in front of him, I believe.
Is that
Alpine, yes, it's an Alpine.
Those colours on the mini map. it's an Alpine, it will be Styanic, most likely, which does make more sense, and he takes the win.
I wanted to go on board, but I want to keep an on this battle. I think Ironkid's let Azarakis through.
P3.
I think he wants the DRS. I think he's going to try and play DRS games coming into Magnussen Beckett's now. He's going to get the DRS on Azarakis. Last lap showdown coming down to the final sector here. By the looks of things, he's going to get the DRS. He's going to burn now. Is he going to make the move? Is he close enough? He's not. He's over 7/10 back. Can he gain though? He's gaining. He can't get close enough.
No.
I think he instead of trying to play the DRS game, he should have just tried to keep it in front and defend.
Yeah.
Azarakis is going to take the last points.
Yeah. So, and then Danny, Lewis, and Robbo in third place. Finn Porsche in fourth. Robbo in fifth. D-Mac in sixth. There's a bit of position thing there with time penalties. Pitstone in seventh. Apeldoorn in eighth. That's good performance from him there. Top guy in ninth. Azarakis 10th. Ironkid just dropping out of the points after a great battle in 11th. Gandalf in 12th. Tophouse with his penalties and that little unfortunate moment in that battle, dropping down to 13th. Cavolis 19 laps on the medium, so that's pretty impressive as well.
That is a good stint on the medium.
And again, this driver of the day to Finn Porsche.
I think he's my driver today, to be fair. He started P20.
4. Not seen him much, but
he's made
a good race.
He's made all those positions on track as well. There's been no safety cars, only that very short virtual. So he's made all that has been done on pace alone, whether that be overtaking or just having amazing pace in the pit stop phase. I think he's I mean, obviously it goes down to the vote of the drivers at the end of it all by the league community who pick the driver of the day they vote, but for me, as commentator's driver of the day, it has to be Vin. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. After a bit of an unfortunate quali, ending up in fourth, missing out on the podium, it's very well done there. Without those safety cars as well, like you said. To finish off our finishing positions, with Cavolis in 14th, Bryant in 15th. Styanic in 16th, and then we got into the DNFs, which is Christopher Berggren, Perez, and Rocky. After that clash with his teammate, well, not teammate, but brother, which I'm sure we're going to see back in the incident window in the steward room. And that concludes our race at Silverstone 43. Their first race.
Yes.
I think they've delivered on entertainment value there for me.
Oh, most definitely, especially those closing stages of the race. I think they put on a very good show for you all there. I don't know what it is about Silverstone, but a lot of the best races I've commentated over all seem to be Silverstone. All the action-packed ones, it's always Silverstone.
And it's such a great track to race as a driver as well. The adrenaline just keeps on.
I think it helps. It's nice and open, so you can go side by side through a lot of corners.
Yeah, as we've seen today.
There's only really one corner I wouldn't go side by side through, or one section. That's Magnussen Beckett's.
Yeah.
Everywhere else has the potential to go side by side. Stowe, Copse, Vale chicane.
The only time you can sort of do it through Magnussen Beckett's is if it rains, because the alternative line there is gonna be faster.
Even turn one, if you've got two clean drivers, you can go side by side through there as well. You just got to have respect for each other.
Yeah,
that's what's great about Silverstone. It's so wide. Yeah,
it can be done. Tier 3 now is going to have a little bit of a break week, even though this was only their first week, but we're syncing them with the rest of the server. So we're back tomorrow for Tier 2, back here at Silverstone. That's going to be you, isn't it?
Can I qualify if I do it on the mediums?
You'll still be faster than some on the mediums.
Because I just want to see if I can beat the pole lap, and then I'll get out of
I know
everyone's
you
way.
want. I know you want to. We'll have a think about it, but can't make any promises on that. Uh, I do want to see what you're going to be able to do, to be honest. But you know, we gotta have to think of the other drivers as well. And then once you guys complete it tomorrow, bit of a break week, and then we are back.
Oh, is
And,
it a break week next week? No.
and next week is a break week, and I believe we're going to Belgium there from the top of my hat.
Oh God, I hate that track. My God.
Yes, we are going to Belgium on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of August. 14 for tier 1, 15 tier 3, and 16 for tier 2. So yeah,
Yeah.
I am looking forward to that one. Although, can I race that week? I don't know. My work gets in the way sometimes. No, I can race, and Spa is a track I absolutely love. So let's bring it on.
Yeah. So yeah. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.
Like I said, next week is a break week, so you'll have a break from
See
listening
you.
to us. Well, not me,
Yes.
but because I don't really do this a lot anyway. But you know what I mean. You don't have to give up your Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday to watch us. Even though we all know you'd want to give up your weeknights to
I mean,
instead of having a nice meal maybe with your partner or your family if you're a younger viewer.
Let's be honest, it's better than watching some rubbish British soap or something, or a Dutch soap that your wife likes to watch.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for
Thanks,
watching.
everybody. And let's end with that.
Yeah, let's end with that. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time for Belgium. Peace.
Yeah.